So today I'm going to be showing you how to make strawberry scones. So it is a very simple recipe. All you have to do is follow my recipe and you'll get the most delicious scones. So let's get started. In a large bowl, I'll add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Next, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons baking powder, 2 tablespoons sugar. Then I'm going to use my whisk and whisk together the baking powder and the sugar. We need all these ingredients to be fully combined, especially the baking powder. So make sure you mix well. It's ready. Next, I'll add half a cup of cold butter. So what you do, you just refrigerate your butter or margarine if you're using either. So I'm going to add this in my flour. Then I'm going to use my hands, and my hands are clean, to crumble up the butter into the flour. You can use your hands, you can use 2 forks. I find it easy while using my hands because I was blessed by God to have hands to do this stuff. So I don't get shy. If you own a food processor, you can also use your food processor to help you break down the butter into the flour. So you have a couple of ways to crumble your butter into your flour. When using your hands, you'll just press on the butter and break it down like that. Easy peasy. At this point, you're going to preheat your oven at 200 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. And also line a baking tray with parchment paper so that when the dough is ready, you can just transfer and pop it in the oven. So now I'm going to deal with the wet ingredients. So here I have 2 thirds of cold milk. So this recipe calls out for cold things. All the ingredients are cold. Next, I'll add 1 egg, 1 large egg. This is a super big egg. A teaspoon of vanilla essence. Next, I'll add a pinch of salt, just a little pinch of salt like that. Then I'll whisk. And also, if you enjoy watching my videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Once I've finished mixing my wet ingredients, I'm going to add my strawberries into the flour. And use my spatula to combine with the flour. So you make sure to coat each and every strawberry with flour. Now that my strawberries are well combined with the flour, I'm going to add my wet ingredients into my dry. And it's already smelling amazing. So I'll use my spatula and mix together all my ingredients. So if you notice that the dough is very wet, you can add little bits of flour so that the dough can be a little bit wet. What we're looking for is a wet dough, but not very wet. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of flour on my countertop. Then I'm going to transfer the dough to my counter. So this is how it should be looking. You don't want a stiff dough or a hard dough. This is what you're looking for. Next, I'll sprinkle a little bit of flour on top. So this is what I'm talking about. So you'll press on the dough with your hands so that we can cut out our scones. So don't overwork the dough. So you'll find all the ingredients listed in the description box down below. So if you miss a thing or two, you can check them out. So what I did, I waxed on the dough a little bit on my countertop, then I sprinkled a little bit of flour on the bottom and the top, and now I'm going to use a knife and divide my dough. So I'm going to divide in 4 and then quarter the dough again. There you have it. Then I'm going to use my knife, and this will assist me lift my piece of dough. Then I'll place it on my parchment paper. So this is how my scones are looking. The reason I added cold ingredients, it's because it's going to give us a flaky and very buttery scone. So don't use any warm ingredients. Just use cold milk, butter, and it's going to be so good. So here I have egg wash. So I'm going to use my brush and spread egg wash on top of my scones. This is going to give us that golden brown color. So you can use milk or egg wash. They both give you the same results. My scones are ready to go into the oven, and I'm going to bake them for 18 to 20 minutes or until they are golden brown on top and they're flaky. So let's get baking. I'm excited. My scones are ready and they've been cooling for about 20 minutes. So they're still warm, and I've already eaten one. I couldn't resist. Yeah, they're that good. So I made sugar glaze for my scones. So I added about 3 tablespoons of icing sugar and a 1/4 teaspoon of milk. And I added until I got the right consistency. So I'm going to drizzle my scones with my glaze and even make it even more amazing. Yeah. Yum. Yum. Woohoo! So good. So I'm going to give my scones a try. So good. I have had a lot of fun creating these scones and showing you a very good recipe, and you have to try at home, and you will definitely love these scones. So thank you so much for watching, and peace.